गुड मॉर्निंग। आवाज़ सुन पा रहे हैं आप मेरी?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
ओके गुड। स्क्रीन दिख रहा है कुछ
नहीं सर।
अभी?
यस सर।
आ गया? ठीक है। कैसे हैं हालात नेपाल में? अभी तो ठीक हो रहा है धीरे धीरे।
ठीक है सर। स्कूल स्कूल खुला खुला हुआ था सर, 2-3 दिन से फिर बंद हो गया।
क्यों?
स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय ने सर वो परमिशन नहीं किया कि ऐसे रिस्क लेना नहीं चाहा सर।
ठंड होगी वहाँ पे?
ठंड नहीं हुआ है सर, यहाँ पर तो गर्मी है, पहाड़ में हुआ है ठंड।
अच्छा, आप जनकपुरी साइड पे हैं?
है सर, इस साइड में जनकपुर तो साइड में सर आधा घंटा लगता है।
ओके ओके। वो तो इंडिया बॉर्डर के साथ हो गया ना?
है सर, हमारे ज़्यादा करीब है सर, बॉर्डर 4 किलोमीटर है।
हम्म। तो इंडिया में कभी भी आ जा सकते हैं आप लोग?
है सर, कल भी गया था सर।
तुम लोग पूछते नहीं है? जब पूछते हैं थोड़ा बहुत।
सर अभी खुला है, सही बॉर्डर पूछते कुछ नहीं है सर यहाँ पर।
ओके ओके।
सर रिलेशन है यहाँ पर ना सर, सब रहते हैं यहाँ पे इंडिया में।
हाँ हाँ, ठीक है। अभी शुरू करते हैं 2-4 मिनट में। डाउट? Good morning once again. It's 10:31 now, and we are having 24 participants as of now. So in 3-4 minutes, we shall start the session. 10:35. So today's topic shall be, as informed yesterday, that we are going forward a little bit. But the prime topic is compression members, and under that compression members, there's additional the topic that is design of laced and battened columns, right? The laced and battened columns, those who have already joined, I would request to open the page of IS code and open the section 7.6. This is the section that we shall be talking a little bit and the relevant details. So today's lecture will be on general criteria of what exactly are the laced columns and battened columns. What do you mean? What do we mean by lacing and battening? All the details we shall be discussing today. And that means the general considerations, the general design criteria we shall be talking about. So primarily we shall be referring to IS code. I have one small PPT as well to show you based upon that based on the details that are there on in that IS code. And we shall also be referring to the book matter a little bit. That is the summarized statements taken out of the IS 800 and jotted down. So the primarily the base shall remain the IS code as we have been doing in for the rest of the chapters. क्योंकि जो information IS code में दी है that is authentic and because code में the statements are little confusing sometimes, little like difficult to like make the meaning out of it. So that's why we have little bit summarized version jotted down in the books and also in the form of some hand notes and possibly I'll show you some slides. So this is the topic. I'll shifting to the main screen. This is the topic design of lacing and batting. So primarily this is the design of columns provided with lace and battens. Right. Another 1 minute. So we have 48 shows now. So we shall be starting in the hope all are doing good. I was just talking to one of the students from Mandi area. The girl, was saying that her family is affected. So I wish them the speedy recovery. And Corona is no doubt little scary, but it's not dangerous. So just a matter of time. 8-10 days it takes, and after that, 5-7 days to recover. Hopefully, everything shall be fine. I'm sure that all others and their relatives and family around all are okay. And now it is coming down. The scare is a little bit way. Also, the way I think we have started living with it, and it shall be as जैसे बुखार हो जाता है ना, तो बुखार में हमें इतनी टेंशन नहीं होती है. It's just like that. तो थोड़ी देर में वैक्सीन आ जाएगी in coming 3-4 months. So everything shall be fine. So hopefully, I don't know, but still, like we always wish कि आप सभी लोग कैंपस में. We are just waiting for the guidelines. अभी यादव जी नेपाल से जो है वो कह रहे थे कि वहाँ पे स्कूल खोले थे, बट 2 दिन बाद 3 दिन बाद दोबारा बंद कर दिए. So nobody is like willing to take the risk. So with this risk and the little bit precautions, little bit self-awareness, little bit अपनी जिसको बोलते हैं कि बस में जब सफर करते हैं फ्रंट पे लिखा होता है कि सवारी अपने सामान की खुद जिम्मेवार है. तो दिस इज द सिचुएशन राइट नाउ. तो हमने कैसे बचना है, किस तरह से बचना है, ये हमारी अपनी एक तरह से समझदारी है, अपनी प्रिकॉशंस हैं, कितनी ले सकते हैं. So this is also that's why the government is waiting that each and everything is clear, right? So it's 10:35, 10:36 rather on my screen. So I'm starting with the just to reconfirm that my voice is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes.
screen is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So all of you have opened that section 7.6 in the steel tape that IS code. This is the column, laced column, right? We shall be talking a little bit. So before we go to the details what are written in the IS code, so we have to understand what exactly is the meaning. What exactly do you mean by lacing, right? For example, I just open a blank page. Let me. Okay, this is a blank page. I'm just posing one question based on very simple observation one can have. For example, we have one rod here. We presume that that's a column. This is one rod. एक pole है जिसको हम pole बोल देते हैं, right? And there's another pole here, vertical, right? Then अगर इस pole को हवा चलने लगे तो this pole will start moving this side or this side or this side, right? ये भी पोल ऐसे होगा दिस साइड, कभी इस साइड पे जाएगा, कभी इस साइड पे जाएगा, कभी इस साइड पे जाएगा, राइट? सो इफ वी टाई दिस पोल विद दिस another member here, we tie this member, this just a minute, वो जो खराब होने वाला नहीं है वो निकाल देना, अगर जगह पे लिखना है उसको लिखना। हेलो, ओके, नाउ जस्ट इमेजिन ए सिचुएशन है कि दो एक रॉड्स हैं और एक रॉड यहाँ पे हैं। अगर इसको बीच में से हम एक ऐसे ज्वाइन कर दें यहाँ पे, right? So then the movement of this particular rod on this side or particular rod on this side shall be more stable, isn't it? Yes or no? Hello? आवाज आ रही है ना सभी को?
यस सर, यस।
मैं ये सिंपल से पूछ रहा हूँ कि एक दो कॉलम एक खड़े हैं बिल्डिंग के। Basically, the frame building is made up of columns and beams, right? If these are two columns, if these columns are standing independently, then there are very likely chances of getting it swayed under the effect of lateral loads. अगर इस साइड से लोड लग रहा हो तो इस साइड पे कॉलम मूव हो सकता है। अगर हम इस कॉलम के बीच में एक मेंबर एक ऐसा लगा दें जो दोनों कॉलम को यहाँ पे ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट वी कॉल। तो इसकी मूवमेंट जो है, दैट मूवमेंट वी कॉल इट एज स्वे। दैट मूवमेंट इज कॉल्ड स्वे। स्वे मींस द लेटरल मूवमेंट, लेटरल मूवमेंट, साइड पे मूवमेंट जो है वो कॉलम की कम हो जाती है। तो दिस इज एन एडिशनल अरेंजमेंट, जस्ट रबिंग इट। Whenever we are having a built up column, sometimes we do not get the column size of the column which is required as per the dimensions, as per the size, right? So we go for lacing. So lacing and battening. Lacing and battening, I'm moving to the slides, it will make you a little bit clear. So this is so these are the two columns. This one column here, for example, if we take this is one column, this is one column here and another column is here, right? Some time we have a built up column. And lacing and battening is required in built up columns. Built up column is made up of 2 or 3 members. If you remember that when we were discussing that built up column, there are different arrangements of how to get the built up columns, right? Like for example, this is one angle here. There's another angle here, right? There's another angle here, and another angle here. This is columns. These are angles. In column angle की सहायता से हमने we have formed a I section. If you look at the single line diagram, this shape looks like this. This is I section, right? Have you seen the steel table? That steel table has certain limitations, that there are limited sizes. If I'm just opening the steel table right now, if the load is too much, जैसे कि कल हम क्वेश्चन कर रहे थे, उसमें कॉलम था, फिर उसके ऊपर में प्लेट लगानी पड़ी, so that the whole combination is able to take certain design load. Now you see that the IS column edge in the steel table, the maximum size here is 500. That means the depth of the column is 500, and this depth is 500, and the width is written here. The width of the column 180. So this dimension is 180, right? So if we this is let me go to the next page. Now you see the last dimension. If you see this column, the size is over here. What is the maximum size one can see here? This is 600, right? There's nothing bigger than 600. इस case में this is 600 by 250 and this is 600 by 210. That means this column has some limited dimensions, right? So this maximum dimension that you can get it from the market is this is 250 and this one is 600. And sometimes this column is not able to take the design load and we need to go for the bigger columns. So that's why we go for the built up column. So coming back to that slide, so when we are doing built up columns, so built up columns can be of this shape. So built up columns can be made up of channels, like these are the channels. Right? The channels can be like this is what we call it as back to back. उनकी back जो है वो सामने लग रही है. This again that is making an I shape. Sometimes it is face to face. The built up columns can be made like this. Right? This is making as a box shape. Whenever we are going for the built up column, so we have to join them, right? So joining means either we provide the plate here, just let me use different color. We can provide plate here, we can provide plate here, and if you this is top view, this is top view, ये ऊपर से देखने से ऐसे लग रहा है. If you look at the side like elevation of this elevation would be looking like this, right? This is one column here, this is one channel, this is thickness of the channel, there is another channel here, right? So if you are not joining these columns, like this is one channel, this is another channel. अब इसके ऊपर लोड लगाएंगे साइड से ऐसे नजर आएगा, राइट? सामने से. Then we have to apply the load here. So to apply the load on this column, we have to join them, right? So joining is done with the help of two process. One is we call lacing, and another one is battening. Right, on this slide, you are seeing when these two members are joined by inclined member. This is the member which we call as lacing. Lacing is in the form of steel plate or single angle. And generally we provide the plate. Right? आप इसको थोड़ा सा conceptualize करने की कोशिश करें that maybe I can let me see. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the actual diagram that you can see. Is it visible, right? Yeah, if you see this, there is a cross members here. There's a column on the right hand side and the column on the left hand side, the channel on the right hand side, left hand side, and there are cross members. This crossing is happening here. So this is what we call as lacing. So we shall be discussing this one, right? So there are different diagrams here. This is lacing diagram, but we are not. Let me come back to the main slide. So I just wanted to show you the what is the real picture. So this is the real picture which is coming up, right? So if you look at this diagram, still on the web page, Just have a patient look at this diagram. The load is coming, and one column is on the left hand side, another member is on the right hand side. That we call as the axial member. तो दोनों मेंबर्स को आपस में जोड़ना है. आप कभी भी किसी शेड में देखेंगे, किसी शॉप का शेड देखेंगे, अगर उसमें वर्टिकल मेंबर्स अगर चल रहे हैं तो उन दोनों मेंबर्स को आपस में ज्वाइन करना है, राइट. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू से, दैट if the two vertical members, this is vertical member, this one is vertical member, so these two vertical members are to be joined to act as a built up column or built up compression member. This joint is done either by lacing or by battening or both by lacing and battening, right. But in this diagram which is there on your screen, it just shows this lacing only. So we'll be coming to the battening as well. So lacing primarily is the inclined member, sometimes we call it as a transverse member, which is there to join two vertical axis members. So this is transverse member. Transverse member is the lacing, right. So I hope I'm clear. So lacing is done in two fashions. As you can see from the diagram, uh, this one vertical member here, another vertical member here, right. So this is inclined. So we'll be talking कि कितना inclination होना चाहिए, इसकी details design criteria वो हम detail में discuss करेंगे. But this slide just show the. So this one is like this is like this, at some angle, right? This is the angle. This is the angle theta with the vertical. So this is vertical member, vertical axial member, or we sometimes we call main member, right? So these are the transverse member, or we call inclined member, and inclined member is called lacing, right? So this is done in single way. This is like inclined. If it is like this is what we call single lacing. Sometimes the lacing is done in cross to cross, in cross fashion. जो भी diagram हम net पे देख रहे थे, that was double lacing. So double lacing is like this, right? This is double lacing. एक member ऐसे आ रहा है, एक member ऐसे आ रहा है, एक member ऐसे आ रहा है, एक member ऐसे. If you look at the line diagram will look like this. One member is like this, another is this, another one is this, then like this. Right. So these lacing are basically steel plates. जैसे डायग्राम में भी दिख रहा था, these are steel plates, एक उसको ज्वाइन करना है. So this is double lacing, right? So if you look at the this box diagram, the lacing is done on both the sides. Lacing is done on the both the sides. If you look at this diagram, let me mark it different color. This is one part on the back face. This one is the front face, right? So I'll be showing it. Then we call it as face A and face B, or like front face or the back face. This is column channel. This is channel, and this is lacing on the back side. This is lacing on the front side. So we call it as face, right? The back face we can name it as face B, and this one we can name it as the face. Sorry, face A, right? So front face पे और back face पे दोनों की जो arrangement है, that is the next slide. We shall try to show. I am just opening the IS page. Yeah, this is the diagram. This is given in your IS code. Page number is 49, right? Page number is 49. So this is arrangement which is shown in the So there are certain basic fundamental arrangement. जैसे छत में हम स्टील डालते हैं ना कि स्टील टेंसाइल स्टील कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, कंप्रेशन स्टील कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, रिंग्स कैसे डलने, so there is basic arrangement. So if you look at that, this is the face A, यहाँ पे लेसिंग लगी हुई है, this is face B, face A, and this one is face B. Like the single lacing and double lacing. The left hand side is single lacing. This is single. Okay, एक ही member ऐसे inclined fashion में आ रहा है. And this one is double. Right. Then phase A और phase B में आप देखेंगे there is a preferred lacing arrangement. Preferred lacing arrangement. The preferred lacing arrangement, if you look at the phase A, the inclined member is taking the shape like this, right? And the other member should not take the same shape here. Other member should not take the same shape here. अगर दूसरे member में ऐसी shape आएगी जैसे यहाँ पे, so it shall be the mirror image of the so this is preferred lacing arrangement and preferred double में तो दोनों जब cross होंगे so we can very easily manage it, right? Now coming to the battens. This is general regarding the lacing. Lacing क्या कैसे कितनी लगानी है, उसकी spacing कितना होगा, angle कितना होगा. So that part we shall be covering in coming following slide. And you, now this look at this picture. Now there is a horizontal member here. This one. Right. So horizontal member is what we call as batten. So you can see the difference between lacing and batten. Lacing is a transverse member, that is inclined member, and batten is a horizontal member. But sometimes we use only the battens, sometimes we use only the lacing, and sometimes we use, like in this diagram, both double laced and single laced system combined with cross number. Like in this picture, this is batten is also there along with lacing. So this is just the basic terminology that what do you mean by battens and lacing. Now coming back to the basic PPT. Okay, so whenever we design and we have always seen that unless until we are not sure कि member कैसे fail होगा, there is little difficulty to design that member. So this slide shows the different modes of failure. This is the general things that you have to remember, very easy to understand. First, there are four different modes of failure. The first one is the buckling of built up member as a whole. सारे का सारा member जो है वो, like initially it was like this vertical, right? It was laced like this, and the load was applied this, but after some time it buckles, like this same column. कि उसमें सारे के member like this left वाला भी bend होता है और right वाला भी bend होता है, तो बीच में जो lacing लगी है वो भी distort होता है. This member as a whole buckles. This is one part. This is easy to understand. Buckling of the main component. If you look at this diagram, I can draw it again. This is the left member. This is the right member, right? अब ये इसमें ऐसे लेसिंग लगी हुई है, but it सारा का सारा bend नहीं होता है. Only the main member. These are the main members, the vertical. तो ये buckle हो जाता है. It can buckle like this. So this is localized buckling, the buckling of the main components. So just have to remember. Maybe some like जिसको बोलते हैं ना कि short note on what are different modes of failure. We can give it with the help of a sketch. That just simply writing. Engineering में क्या होता है कि whenever you are able to explain through a sketch or figure, then you do not need to explain through words. That saves time and also more clarity. And number 3 is distortion of the section. Distortion of the section is, for example, like this is the lacing, right? Lacing basically is a flat strip like this. उसकी कुछ width होती है और उसकी कुछ thickness होती है. So this lacing takes the distortion, maybe इसमें जिसको बोलते हैं कि it gets elongated or it gets compressed, right? उसका shape जो है वो change हो जाती है. That is what we call it as distortion of the section, or distortion of the section as a whole can take place like this. Like originally it was like this, and it expands, or the other way as well. Like पहले ज़्यादा था, अब कोई compress हो गया छोटा. So this is number 3. You have to just remember. So one हमने क्या है कि buckling of whole section, then buckling of main member. Main member is the vertical axis. Number 3 is distortion of the section. Distortion of the section means individual member का जो cross section dimension. For example, like this is the column here. Like this is the column, right? तो column का ये shape है. अगर channel use हुआ है तो channel का ये shape है. राइट अगर डिस्टॉर्शन होता है तो डिस्टॉर्ट होके चैनल जो है वो ऐसे भी हो सकता है. ये तो मैं थोड़ा ज्यादा कर रहा हूँ, बट it can happen. This is what we call as the distortion of the hammer. Then the failure of lacing only. Failure of lacing only. So you can see this. The lacing जो है वो bend हो गया. Originally the lacing was straight. Right? Originally the lacing was straight, but after the loading is applied, it can bend like this, or it can distort. Right? So these are the 4 modes of failure that we can discuss. Right? So this is the detail we shall be referring little later on. What is एक चीज इसमें आप clear कर देता हूँ. For example, this is the column here, channel here, like left main member. This is the right main member, and in between there is the lacing. This is lacing, right? And this dimension is what we call as the length of the transverse member. This is vertical length, and this is what we call it as horizontal spacing. These are the 2 dimensions one should be. इसकी डिटेल में हम बात करेंगे. It shall be more clear when we are doing the numerical. So now the job of this process is that we have designed compression member in last lectures. हमने एक compression member को डिजाइन किया जिसमें built up भी किया था, हमने angle को भी डिजाइन किया था, और double angle को भी किया था, right? So this is now built up member with lacing. So now our job is to design these laced members. डिजाइन laced member means हमें देखना है कि एंगल कितना होगा, वो भी हमने डिजाइन करना है, राइट? ये एंगल कितना होगा ये डिजाइन करना है. इस जो स्ट्रिप हमने लगानी है उसका साइज क्या है वो हमने डिजाइन करना है. उसकी फिर सिलेंडरनेस, बिकॉज अगर ये सिंपल लेसिंग फेल हो सकती है तो हमें लेसिंग की भी सिलेंडरनेस रेशियो के ऊपर बात करनी पड़ेगी, राइट? तो इसको हम एज सिंपल कंप्रेशन मेंबर ज्वाइन करेंगे. और एक चीज आप इसमें क्लियर करें, मे बी हम बाद में भी डिस्कस कर सकते हैं, अभी इतने ही रहने में. तो इसकी हॉरिजॉन्टल स्पेसिंग कितना है वो हमने डिजाइन करना है. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज वन चैनल हियर, देयर इज अनदर चैनल हियर, राइट? तो इसके बीच में जो गैप है ये हमें कितना रखना है ये भी डिजाइन करना है. देयर आर 2 एक्सिस, वन इज z एक्सिस, अनदर वन इज कॉल्ड y एक्सिस. ये दोनों की स्लेंडर रेशियो उसी प्रोसेस में करेंगे, बट इन दिस चैप्टर वी हैव सम एडिशनल पैरामीटर डिजाइन. वन इज द डिजाइन ऑफ लेसिंग, उसकी थिकनेस, उसका साइज, उसकी स्लेंडरनेस रेशियो, एंड द कॉलम एज ए होल along with the lacing. So these are the these 3 or 4 slides were showing you the basics, what is lacing and what is battening. Now coming to the general design considerations. General design considerations. Can somebody read what is written here? Clause 7.6 IS 800 2007. So just read it. So it will be ओके, अगर कोई नहीं रीड कर रहा तो मुझे करना पड़ेगा. Compression members comprising of two main components, right? So can somebody tell me what are two components in this figure?
सर ये भी होगा सर.
हाँ, जो डार्क पोर्शन बना हुआ है, these are the two main components, right? These are two channels basically. Now ये channel का बना हुआ है. These are two components. I'm just marking it in red. Okay. So now read the two main components, right? एक चीज तो श्योर है कि जब भी ये बिल्ट अप कॉलम होगा उसमें दो मेन कंपोनेंट होंगे. One is on the left hand side. This is top view. This is what we are seeing from the top, right? If you see from the like front side, so it shall be like this. These are the two members vertically. अब इनको ज्वाइन किया गया. This is the dotted line. Dotted line is the lacing or battering, right? This is the terminology which we are reading it from the IS code. So laced and tied should, where practicable, have a radius of gyration. धीरे से पढ़े इसको. अभी ये जो मेंबर बन गया है, इसका जो रेडियस ऑफ gyration है about axis perpendicular to the plane of laces. I'm writing it here. Axis perpendicular to plane of lacing. हम किस एक्सिस की बात करें? मैं दो एक्सिस मार्क कर रहा हूँ. One is x axis, or generally we take it as z axis because this is plane. This is z axis, and another one is this is y axis. अभी जो मैं साइड पे लिख रहा हूँ, एक्सिस परपेंडिकुलर टू द प्लेन ऑफ लेसिंग, कौन से एक्सिस की बात कर रहे हैं हम? दो ही एक्सिस हैं, कुछ तो बोलो. रेडियस ऑफ gyration, radius of gyration about
y
axis
and z
perpendicular to plane of lacing. ये तो उसमें तो कुछ ज्यादा कंफ्यूज होने वाली बात नहीं है. The lacing is shown by dotted line, right? Dotted line के परपेंडिकुलर एक्सिस कौन सा है? y, right? इसका मतलब ry जो है, that is radius of gyration. This is the meaning of this line. Radius of gyration, जो मैंने नीचे लिखा ग्रीन में, radius of gyration about axis perpendicular to the plane of lacing. That means ryy. Clear? Now coming to the next line. About the axis perpendicular to the plane of lacing, not less than. जो ryy है, ये less नहीं होना चाहिए. किससे? The radius of gyration. This is important actually. We shall be using this. That's why I'm taking a little more time in reading this. This radius of gyration किससे less नहीं होना चाहिए? About the radius of gyration about the axis in the plane of lacing. अब plane के parallel axis कौन सा है? Z. दूसरे बच गया ना? So this is, yeah, okay. This is the meaning of this whole statement. Are you clear? इसका मतलब ये है कि ry by जो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया है या रेडियस ऑफ gyration अबाउट द एक्सिस परपेंडिकुलर टू द लेसिंग, right, it shall not be less than the rzz for stable connection. क्लियर? तो इस चीज को आप ध्यान में रखेंगे. इसको हम यूज करेंगे कि ry by जो है, ry by क्या है? जो परपेंडिकुलर है लेसिंग के, और z क्या है? विच इज पैरेलल टू द लेसिंग. तो ry जो है वो z से कम नहीं होना चाहिए, या इसको हम दूसरे तरीके से लिखेंगे कि ry जो है या तो ज्यादा होगा या फिर बराबर होगा rzz के. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear? That मीन्स जब हम इसको लेसिंग को डिजाइन करेंगे ना कंप्रेशन मेंबर को, तो आर वाई वाई को हम जेड जेड से बराबर या थोड़ा सा ज्यादा कंसिडर करके करेंगे, ओनली देन वी शैल बी एबल टू डिजाइन. So this point you should remember, and this is written in clause number 7.6. I can show it to you over here as well. This is clause number 7.6. Okay, moving back to the slide. Single lace system, ये तो हमने already कर लिया. This is also shown on the IS code की preferred system जो है वो this is preferred कि जो face A and face B जो है वो उसका arrangement ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए. This is not required, right? ये already we have discussed it. This picture is from the IS code page. This is preferred system. ये ऑलरेडी क्या कि ए फेस पे अगर लेफ्ट साइड को कोन बनता है तो बी फेस पे राइट साइड को कोन बनना चाहिए. क्लियर. दिस इज विद द हेल्प ऑफ डबल लेसिंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ बैटन. ये ऑलरेडी हमने पेज आईएस का देख लिया है. दिस इज बैटन एंड दिस इज लेसिंग. नाउ coming to the general design considerations. So I'll be reading one by one from the steel tables. All these are written in the code as well. So force in lacing, जो लेस हमने लेसिंग लगाना है उसकी फोर्स हमें पता कितना लगेगा, because the load shall be given vertically. लोड शैल बी अप्लाइड वर्टिकली. तो इस लेस के ऊपर जो इंक्लाइंड मेंबर है इसके ऊपर कितना लोड ट्रांसफर हो रहा है, दैट शैल बी कंसीडर्ड. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट शोज दैट लेसिंग ऑफ कंप्रेशन मेंबर शैल बी प्रोपोर्शन टू रजिस्टर टोटल ट्रांसवर्स शियर. एंड वन थिंग इज क्लियर दैट दिस मेंबर शैल बी lacing shall be affected with shear force. So it shall be designed for shear force, right? The shear force in that lacing member is 2.5% of the axial force, right? Divided equally among all transverse lacing system in parallel plane. इसका मतलब ये है कि for example this is one member, this is another member. एक member lacing ये है, एक lacing ये है. So this is one complete member and this is L. तो इसमें ट्रांसवर्स मेंबर कितने हैं, दो. There are two transverse member here. So it shall be divided equally. जब भी हम इसको देखेंगे तो जब इसको कैलकुलेट करेंगे it shall be divided by 2, right? So this is 2.5% of the force which is given to you. जो कॉलम ने पूरा लोड लेना उसका 2.5% जो है वो लेसिंग में डिवाइड होगा. 2.5% only, right? According to that, the lacing shall be designed. So this is written in the code. You can read it from the code as well. Can somebody read the relevant line from the code? This was the statement that I was reading. The lacing shall be proportional to register a total transverse load at any point in the member equal to 2.5% of the axial force in the member, and shall be divided equally among all transverse lacing system in the plane, right? So this is the meaning. So this will be more clear when we do the numerical. So आपको ये clause use करनी है, just keep it in mind. Clear? Now coming to the little bit trigonometry involved here. For example, this is the vertical load. So F is the force which is to be taken by the V is the force which is to be taken by the transverse member. And if you remember that trigonometry, if this is the force here, right, and this angle is theta, right? If this is P, then what is this force? What is P1? What is P1?
P1 cos
P1
cos theta
right. So and what is P2? P2
sin
is
theta.
P1 theta.
sorry.
P2
This is P sin theta, right? So this small part of the trigonometry we shall apply here. So if we see that this is the horizontal component, this is the effect of the vertical component on that force. So if you see that V is equal to F sin theta. V is equal to F sin theta. This is F and this is theta and this is the horizontal component that is V, right? So this V is F sin theta. This one is F. Yes, to reverse कर लें हम लोग तो F is like this, right? And theta is this and this one is the V, right? So V is equal to F sin theta. Clear? So because there are and it has to be divided. जो उस statement में लिखा था ना, it has to be divided equally. It has to be divided equally among all the transverse components. So we have to divide it by n, right? So as I made it very clear that a single lacing system, this is the single lacing system, this is L. But if it is single lacing system, then L in a length of L there are two transverse members. That n is equal to 2. If it is a double lacing system like in this figure on the right hand side, so इसमें 4 हो जाएंगे. 1, 2, and this is 3 and 4. So actually this is up to this, right? So in double lacing system, the value of n will be 4. ये आपको याद रखना है. N is equal to 4 here, and in this system n is equal to 2 here. Just simply remember that in single lacing system n is equal to 2, it has to be divided by 2, and this force if it is double lacing system it has to be divided by 4, right? N has to be here, n has to be here, so because it has the shear force has to be divided, right? Wrongly written here. So this is the formula that you should remember, that V is equal to V by N is equal to F sin theta, right? So N is equal to 2 or 4 depending upon the single or double lacing system, right? So this is the slide which was to be referred. Now coming back to, there are another design criteria. So we'll be spending another 5 to 10 minutes on this. There are general criteria written in the code, but I have some, we shall be referring to the book which has summarized it, right? So actually I had made the hand notes on this. I shall be sharing it with you after, maybe by tomorrow. So open the design of lacing system. Okay. So this is laced and battens. The basics I have already, like we have already discussed. So these are the general design criteria. I have made the handouts. I shall be sharing it. But this is the summarized version of what is written in the IS 800, right? So first is as far as possible, द लेटेसिंग सिस्टम शैल बी यूनिफॉर्म थ्रू आउट। इसका मतलब सिर्फ इतना ही है कि जैसे इफ यू लुक एट दिस डायग्राम ऑन द राइट लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, कि अगर यहाँ पे एंगल 45 डिग्री है तो यहाँ पे भी 45 डिग्री ही होना चाहिए। यू कैनॉट चेंज इट हियर एंड यू शुड नॉट चेंज इट हियर, राइट। अगर यहाँ पे हमने एक 20 mm की स्ट्रिप लगाई है तो ये भी 20 ही होनी चाहिए। वी शैल नॉट बी यूजिंग इट डिफरेंट। So that means this system should look uniform, right? It should not be random. This is the meaning. Second, in single layer system, the direction of lattices on opposite faces should be the shadow. Like आप अगर ये इस डायरेक्शन में ऐसे बना हुआ है तो दूसरे फेस पे it should be the shadow of that process. It should not be the mirror की वैसे ही ना दिखे, and it should not be mutually opposite. Clear? This process we already have made that which is preferred. This is preferred system and non preferred system. अगर मैं इसको यहाँ पे बनाऊँ, एक कॉलम यहाँ पे है, वन कॉलम इज हियर, एक फेस पे ऐसे बना दिया हमने, दिस इज वन फेस। दूसरे फेस पे भी ऐसे ही नहीं बनाएंगे, इट शुड बी दी शैडो ऑफ दैट प्रोसेस। इसको रिवर्स करेंगे लाइक दिस, राइट। So this is the meaning of this line. And the third one is ये आपको कोड में भी लिखी हुई है। One should go and read the code. The minimum width of lacing bar shall be 3 times the nominal diameter of the bolt. अब जो यहाँ पे ब्रेसिंग डिजाइन की हुई है हमने, ये वाली जो स्टील इंक्लाइंड मेंबर है ये वाला, इसका जो विड्थ है दिस इज बी इंक्लाइंड मेंबर की, इट should not be less than the 3 diameter of the bolt, क्योंकि हम रिवेटिंग नहीं कर रहे हैं, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बोल्ट्स ओनली। सो दिस शुड यू शुड रिमेंबर। ये जब डिजाइन विड्थ सेलेक्ट करेंगे, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली हमें लेसिंग डिजाइन करनी है तो लेसिंग की हमें विड्थ भी देनी होगी, तो ये हमें याद रखना। इट शुड नॉट बी less than 3 times the width of the bolt, right? Next one is fourth one, the thickness of the flat. Thickness of the flat, जैसे ये लेसिंग अभी हमने डिजाइन की तो मैंने बताया if this is B, this dimension is B, then thickness, पत्ती जो प्लेट हमने लगानी है वो कितनी मोटी होनी चाहिए। The thickness of the flat shall not be less than 1/40th of effective length. Effective length यहाँ से लेके वो effective length जब कैलकुलेट करेंगे, that effective length of the column is the end to end or the gauge to gauge. वो जब हम क्वेश्चन करेंगे it shall be clear to you, right, that how do we calculate the length. इफेक्टिव लेंथ का 1/40 हिस्सा जो है वो उससे कम नहीं होना चाहिए। दैट मीन्स टी shall not be less than 1/40th of the effective length. इसके दो क्राइटेरिया, एक है shall not be less than 1/16, 140 जो है वो दैट इज इन सिंगल लेसिंग एंड 1/16 जो है वो दैट इज इन डबल लेसिंग। ये आपको याद रखें। देन नॉट आपको रेफर कहाँ से करना है ये आपको प्रोसेस में समझना है। ये ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर गिवन इन द टेबल इन दैट स्टील कोड। लाइक अभी मैंने क्या कि विड्थ ऑफ लेसिंग बार, राइट, width of lacing bar, it is in the IS code, minimum width of the lacing bar shall not be 3 times the nominal diameter. The thickness of the lacing bar, it 1/40th, this is 140 and this is 1/60th, 1/16 डबल में और 1/40 सिंगल में, राइट। तो सेम लैंग्वेज को थोड़ा सा इजी करके बुक में लिखा हुआ है, बट आपको याद रहेगा जब आप क्वेश्चन करेंगे कि हमें रेफर करनी है ये चीज, राइट। सो मूविंग बैक टू दिस नाउ, द एंगल Number 5 shows that angle of inclination should be 40 degree to 670 degree of the built up member. Angle में पहले भी this is vertical member, this is lacing, right, and this is the angle theta. This is vertical member, this is lacing, right? So this angle is between 40 degree to 70 degree, and for all practical considerations for numerical purposes, more or less we shall be using 45 degree. ये आपकी कैलकुलेशन को इजी रखेगा और आपको 45 डिग्री की वैल्यूज भी याद रहती हैं, तो भी इट्स इजी टू अप्लाई, राइट. देन नंबर 6 ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस दैट आर वाई वाई जो है वो आर जेड जेड से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए. सो स्पेसिंग जो है वो उस हिसाब से हम एडजस्ट करेंगे. आई हैव डिस्कस इट इन दिस स्लाइड. दिस वन जो स्पेसिंग है, ये वाली स्पेसिंग बिटवीन टू साइड वर्टिकल मेंबर, दिस वन एस को हम आगे पीछे हिसाब से करेंगे, या उसको डिजाइन जब करेंगे तो वी सेट कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ एस सो दैट आर वाई वाई बिकम्स ग्रेटर देन आर जेड जेड. उसको इक्वेट करके इक्वेशन सॉल्व करेंगे तो वर्क आउट द डिस्टेंस ऑफ एस. दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस लाइन. Right. Number 6 that RYY should be greater than RZZ. Then number 7, maximum spacing of lacing bar shall be such that the maximum slenderness ratio of the main member. Spacing जो है lacing की इस हिसाब से रेस करेंगे क्योंकि जो slenderness ratio है वो main member की, that is the vertical member, between consecutive lacing is not greater than 50. मैक्सिमम स्लेंडरनेस रेशियो ऑफ द मेन मेंबर का जो लैम्डा है दैट शैल नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन 50. आपको सिर्फ इतना याद रखें. जब हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे मेन मेंबर की स्लेंडरनेस रेशियो, तब हम चेक करेंगे और 0.7 टाइम्स द मोस्ट अनफेवरेबल स्लेंडरनेस रेशियो ऑफ द मेंबर एज ए होल. अगर दो अलग अलग मेंबर हैं तो इट शैल नॉट बी मोर देन 0.75 ऑफ द लैम्डा 1 और लैम्डा 2 अगर दो अलग अलग मेंबर. Point 8 we already have done that shear force is 2.5% of the axial forces and it shall be divided equally, right, by 2 if it is single lacing, by 4 if it is a double lacing system, right. Point 9 को अभी डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे. The effective length of the single lacing system, like एक यहाँ पे ज्वाइन किया हुआ और इसकी जो effective length है, अभी जैसे हमने किया था ना, that T should be 1/40th of its effective length, T should be 1/16th of the effective length, and effective length is 0.7 times the actual length of that lacing. If this is inclined member और ये इसका जो length पूरा जो है वो if it is L, and it should be 0.7 times the actual length. And slenderness ratio of lacing, देखा कि lacing can also fail, and slenderness ratio of lacing shall not be more than 145. इसको भी डिजाइन करेंगे, जब उसकी slenderness ratio चेक करेंगे तो अगर वो 145 से ज्यादा आ रही है तो हम उसको रिवाइज करेंगे. If it is less than 145 then it should be okay, right. And the last one is the effective slenderness ratio of laced column shall be taken the 1.05 times the actual maximum slenderness ratio. आप स्लेंडर रेशियो जब 145 जो हम कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, तो स्लेंडरनेस रेशियो एक्चुअली हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे इफ इट इज कमिंग आउट टू बी 100, बट फॉर ऑल डिजाइन पर्पस वी शैल मल्टीप्लाई इट बाय 1.05 सो दैट इट इज 105. इसके हिसाब से हम वैल्यूज चेक करेंगे देन कंपेयर. सो दीज आर द जनरल क्राइटेरियाज. ये आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट आपको अवेयरनेस चाहिए इनकी, क्योंकि जब हम डिजाइन करेंगे क्वेश्चन का तो देन वी शैल बी यूजिंग इट, right. So all these things will be reiterated. We shall be discussing all these basics tomorrow when we are doing the numerical for this purpose, right. So उस एक numerical जो हम solve करेंगे, it may take 1.5 hours to solve to explain. So tomorrow एक information हम आपको दे दी. कल जब आपको याद होगा we have attended one session on the importance of time management and communication skill. There are two experts who will be talking to you about quantity surveying, quality control, and quality planning. QP and QC. That is the how जैसे आजकल बोले कि कंस्ट्रक्शन मैनेजर्स को टाइम मैनेजमेंट उसको प्लानिंग कैसे करना है और उसको कैसे विद इन द टाइम फिनिश करना है. So there is a expert talk tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So if you allow, I shall be asking all of you at that time. If you allow, we shall be having the DSS class in the evening. राइट. तो इवनिंग में इसको कवर करने की कोशिश करेंगे जो अभी हमारा पेंडिंग क्वेश्चन है. बट टुमारो कल 11 बजे आप सभी लोगों ने आपसे अभी एक लिंक शेयर करेंगे हम लोग थोड़ी देर में लंच के बाद. तो ऑल ऑफ यू शुड बी ज्वाइनिंग. So today's lecture was general on the design of battens and lacing and the general criteria. So we shall be applying today's lecture to solve one numerical. That's a lengthy numerical. We shall be doing it tomorrow क्योंकि उसमें दो तीन चीजें हमें डिजाइन करनी है. कॉलम भी डिजाइन करना है, लेसिंग भी डिजाइन करनी है, फिर सभी लोगों को चेक भी बोल्ट भी डिजाइन करना है कि उसमें कितने बोल्ट लगने चाहिए. सो इट्स a combination of 2 or 3 parts. So we shall be doing it tomorrow. So but tomorrow at 11 o'clock, at 10:30 we will not be having the class, but 11 o'clock all of you should be joining for the expert talk. That is quality planning and quality control. That is very, very essential as far as construction managers and civil engineering construction process is concerned. So that is required. All of you should be attending that. तो उसी लेक्चर में आपसे पूछेंगे कि अगर आप में एनर्जी होगी देन वी शैल हैव डीएसएस क्लास सॉल्विंग दिस न्यूमेरिकल अप्लाइंग दिस पैरामीटर्स जो आज हमने डिस्कस की कल. सो विद दिस आई एम क्लोजिंग दिस क्योंकि आज आपके दिमाग में कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं होगा, कल जरूर होंगे. तो वी शैल बी डिस्कसिंग. सो आई एम क्लोजिंग इट. इज इट ओके? ओके, थैंक यू.